I go home for Thanksgiving, I'm gonna...
Yeah, VHS.
Well, he wants us.
But the thing is that your machines are different in England.
Yeah.
But what we could do is we could put it on V8 tape, 8mm tape, and that's the same format. But in England it's different. You guys have a PAL system for video.
We have a VHS, which is, what's this?
This is V8.
Well,
Show 'em the
VHS
tape.
are those ones that are about that big, beta are about that
It
big.
came to me, and I put it in my machine, and it didn't work, so I had to go to the CBC and get it transferred. It's like BBC almost, right?
Is this an interview?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a couple bands.
Could we have a last of that after?
Huh?
Is there any way you could play us a little?
Yeah, I can play it on there. What is it? DRI?
GH.
It's all bad stuff.
Hey Mike, how's it going?
Pretty good. We're doing an interview here. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Yeah. So, you gonna start asking?
Is it going?
Yeah. Is it going?
It's been going?
Yeah.
Would you want to start?
Well, go ahead.
Okay, let me think of something here.
Have a sweet your beer.
Ask a question.
My beer.
Ask a question.
Okay, first off,
How big is Nick's knob?
how big is Nick?
Massive.
It's that big, is it?
Serious.
And where did you find this Nick person?
We advertise
That's
on
awesome,
Sounds
by the way.
with a big penis.
What was the question?
Now let's start.
Where did you?
start.
Okay, let's start
Seriously.
something serious. Okay,
Yeah.
how long have you guys been over here on this tour?
4 weeks.
And you started on the East Coast? Or
Yeah,
did
we
you go to
started
LA?
in New York on the 23rd of August.
Yeah. And where were you before Winnipeg?
Winnipeg?
Vancouver.
Portland was last gig, but the Vancouver gig got cancelled.
Is that right? Why is that? Just a bug.
Lack of support.
Is that right?
There was no tickets been sold. Or 16 tickets.
Well, when did you guys record Brave New World?
Yeah, Grave New World was recorded about the second week of January.
Yeah. Well, I have the clay version. When did that Rock Hotel label pick it up?
Oh, right.
Right away, or was that sort of a...
It was distributed round to as many labels in America as we could find to see who would like to pick up on it.
Mhm.
And Rock Hotel decided they wanted to take part in it.
So, what are some of your more favorite bands that have been playing with you on this tour that you've really enjoyed seeing?
We've got to say DRI.
Yeah?
We've got to because they just make me laugh.
They made me-
not the music, it's just them.
Yeah, they were here a little while ago.
It was a band in San Diego, a metal band, Skip Venom mentioned. What are they called? I'll say,
Oh, right, Prowler.
that was a, yeah.
Prowler, yeah.
Yeah.
And where are you off to after Winnipeg? Toronto?
No, we
Or
go
Minneapolis?
over the border back to America, to Detroit.
Have you had any border problems?
No, not this year. We've got
Nothing at
everything
all?
sorted out.
No. Is there any records in the band?
Calvin's got criminal record, so but we know what to look out for this time. When we came before, all gigs were getting put back on that because we was getting to the border, we was having problems getting across because of the criminal records. We weren't sure what forms he used to have and that to get across. But now it's okay.
Everything's been running smooth.
Yeah, everything's gone dead smooth this time.
How has the tour been going?
Tour's not gone very well.
In particular?
How was the weather in California?
It was weird.
Oh, very
The
well.
hottest it's been was on the way to San Diego, Yuma. Wanted that place in Yuma. where
Oh, right, yeah.
The van packed in Yuma, we were stuck in the desert, and it took about 2.5 hours to mend the van.
It was 110 in the shade.
There's no way you can keep the engine cool.
No.
Well, it was a thermostat what went.
Good, yeah.
The thermostat fucked up, and
Yeah.
we were just stuck there
That's
sweating.
amazing.
Well, do you think the tour isn't going well because the material you're doing now isn't really Discharge per se?
See, you notice I tried to change the subject.
Well, let's get this out of the way. We'll get the bad stuff out
So
of the
when
way.
are you getting rid of them?
Oh,
The
yeah,
music.
easy.
The music is Discharge.
Yeah, well, what
Right.
is, people say, why have you turned heavy metal? Why are you a heavy metal band now? You know, you turned your back on things. But we haven't. The music is just the same Discharge it used to be. Played, all we're trying to do now is play even better than we could before. You know, just really trying to play well, put better guitar licks and try and produce better and everything.
Well, I must
But,
say that I have the album and the musicianship is fantastic. And
Yeah,
we'll
the sound is just...
Well, thank you very much.
we'll just
The,
kind of leave
but
it at that.
A lot of people aren't getting off on the vocal side. of the album, you know, or the way we're going out
Well,
now.
there's a lot of people that can't accept change either, like calling it heavy metal.
Yeah.
I think it's
Did
fantastic
you say
personally.
change, as in Chainsaw Massacre Part
I
2?
said change. Too many people just can't handle that type of thing. Well, are you guys still associated with the hardcore scene in England? Still go out to shows and stuff like that?
No, to be honest. I don't know about Steve.
I've
but,
been to watch Bones' band a few times,
yeah.
and I think he's got it 100% better than what he was in Discharge. He's a good guitarist, Steel.
Yeah, he is. Broken Bones is a great band.
Anyway, that's killed that one. What's the next question?
We're just making it up as we go along. Let's talk about other bands then.
What
Who have you
band?
been in before?
Who have I been in before?
No.
I was in the Skeptics in Gas, wasn't
We're talking 5-6 years ago. Bands we used to be in. One.
I? I was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you play with the Verrucers?
About 5-6 years ago. Yeah. They were good days. We had really fun.
On the first single.
On the very first single, yeah.
Yeah.
You're back on the single.
Yeah, that's right.
His jacket on the back.
Is that right?
Yes, I found it out.
Yeah.
So are things, what are they like in England these days as far as the scene is going and
Well,
yourselves?
we haven't played England for, it's been like 2.5 years. No, yeah, 2.5, nearly 3 years. We haven't played England. And when we got on the road again, we all changed, appearance-wise. And like the music hadn't changed that much, just as we said before. We're just trying to play a lot better than before. And we got out expecting all the people that used to come and see us before maybe to have changed as well, like the natural progression what we did, you know, just sort of got into better music and that from what we used to be into. But instead we had nothing but trouble at the shows. People,
Like instead of a lot of people progressing, they went back to like...
well, I don't know if it's whether they went back. I wouldn't say they went back. They there was a lot of new faces at the
Yeah,
shows,
a whole new crop.
expecting us to do the really early stuff, which like we do a few early tracks still, but it wasn't enough.
But it would get boring doing the same type of material
Oh
over
yeah,
and over.
yeah. Because we had the rest for a couple of years, doing gigging and everything, and then got back together.
Well, if
when-
you were
when the
putting out
studio-
material that was still like hear nothing, see nothing, say nothing nowadays,
Yeah.
then I'm sure you guys wouldn't even want to be in the band anymore. Is that true?
Well,
Wouldn't you be
you
bored of
would,
it?
yeah, very much. You wouldn't. No, not so much bored of it, but you wouldn't appeal to the. How can I explain? People. I don't think people want to hear the same thing forever. And I'm sure I'm not going to play the same thing forever. What we've done now is going to this time next year. It'll have got even how we think better. You know, played even better.
So are you going to stay with Discharge? Any future plans?
Well, when we get back, because the tour's not gone as well as we hoped, we're going to get back, sit down, decide what we're going to do from there, and then take it from there. But we will be carrying on, definitely carrying on. Whether or not it's under the same name, Discharge, yet to find out.
So what were you doing with yourselves in the 2-year period? When
Well,
Discharge was
Well,
doing nothing.
We finished that American tour,
Mhm.
and well, I say Discharge did nothing. Cal and Rainey got 2 session musicians to go in the studio with them to do Ignorance,
Yeah.
which took 2 years to do.
Well,
So
how did that do?
How did it do?
Sales-wise?
I don't know.
Was it popular?
I think it was reasonably popular, you know. But they didn't tour or gig to promote it.
And it was just Cal and Rainey on the Morrissey?
That's right, yeah, and 2 other guys.
No, not more. I see that's you.
No, sorry, no, the more I see was the lineup that toured America, Pooch and Nick, and Cal and Rainey. But Ignorance was, when we got back, we kind of split, and Rainey and Cal stuck together and did Ignorance with 2 guys from Stoke.
Did you just split just for a breath of fresh air?
That,
or
well, I
was it
first
trouble?
left the band just for a bit of fresh air.
Do they still have lots of bands signed? Such
Two bands, Demon and Us, that are on at the moment.
That's all?
That's right.
The Wheels are gone now?
Yeah,
Like I knew the English Dogs were gone.
yeah. He's just concentrating on us and
Well, what do you
Demon.
say? What do you think of the direction the English Dogs have taken
It's,
from their early stuff?
it's okay, you know. I've not really heard much of the English Dogs, to be honest.
No?
What do you
I like what they're doing. It's better than what we're doing. I think they're doing the same as what us. They're going to play a bit more.
Yeah, they're being called heavy metal and all that stuff.